Off and on tropical downpours likely once again as we head into your Sunday, and then elevated rain chances sticking with us as we start the new work week. More on that in just a little bit, but first let's take a look at that bigger picture. And again, tropical rain bands moving in through the area this afternoon, all thanks to Hurricane Hannah that made landfall earlier this afternoon in southern Texas. What we'll usually see with a developing tropical system like this is that the heaviest of the convection actually gets pulled closer toward the center of circulation, meaning the bulk of the activity stayed well offshore for us instead into parts of Texas. Now, that doesn't mean we didn't see any impacts here in Acadiana, but definitely didn't see anything like what our friends are dealing with here in southern Texas. And we'll talk about Hannah here in just a little bit, but first taking a look at the rest of the tropics, because things are certainly starting to heat up here in the Atlantic. Not out of the ordinary as we're starting to head into the peak months of the season, but a pretty healthy tropical wave here just off the coast of Africa. Hurricane Center now giving this about an 80% chance to develop here in the next several days as it generally heads westward. So we'll have to monitor this as we head through the next 10 to 15 days, but still a little bit too far out. Not going to worry about it at this time. Now, we were dealing with tropical storm Gonzalo. Can you find it here out in the Caribbean Sea? Pretty much got torn apart by all of the dry air and unfavorable wind shear out there. So good news there. And then on a more serious note, here we go. Hurricane Hannah made landfall earlier this afternoon in southern Texas, and it is starting to weaken a little bit. Now winds of about 75 miles per hour. That's down from 90. What we were dealing with earlier, but nonetheless plenty of heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and storm surge still for southern Texas and even northern Mexico here, and that'll continue to move off to the west here as we head through the next day or so. So here's the latest advisory again. Those winds down a bit to around 75 miles per hour, still dealing with gusts at around 90 and moving to the west southwest at around 9 miles per hour. And again, so take it through Texas and into northern Mexico as we head into tomorrow, but that'll likely be it for Hannah as it'll soon dissipate. Now for us locally here, it's going to be on and off showers and storms once again as we head into Sunday. Maybe some activity getting going as early as tomorrow morning. Some of that looks to build inland as we head through the course of the afternoon, but very much still in a tropical weather environment. And we'll actually have a weak upper disturbance that's going to kind of drape itself over the area tomorrow. So that'll help to keep rain chances in the forecast and dealing with plenty of cloud cover out there. Once again, not necessarily going to be raining all day long or anything like that, but definitely scattered showers and storms remaining in the forecast to round out the weekend. So for tonight, those lows dropping into the mid 70s, and we could have some storms redeveloping later on into tonight, into tomorrow morning, especially along our coastal parishes. And for the day tomorrow, much of the same. Rain chances will sit at around 70% with those off and on tropical downpours, but that'll help to keep our high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s as we'll be dealing with, again, a little bit more cloud cover. Now rolling through here the next 5 days, rain chances will stay elevated as we head through Wednesday, but then as we round out next work week and head into next weekend, rain chances will start to come back down, but our high temperatures will start to increase once again back into the lower 90s, so right on cue as we head into the month of August. And that'll do it for weather. We have much more coming up right after the break.